700 Park. Yeah. 700 Park. Yeah. 700 Park. Yeah, we back on the map. Norfolk State Spartans repping the track. Green and gold. Yeah, we never collapse. Yeah. From the Ave where the echoes clap. Stadium roars, green tides rise. Watch the Spartans score. Horn sharp like the blaze on the Spartan shields. Every play a battlefield, no surrender, no yield. 700 Park, that's the hub, that's the grind. Every snap, every tackle, leave the doubters behind. Coach got the plan, quarterback got the aim. Grit or run, gladiators, this ain't no game. Green and gold, we ride, we roll. 700 Park, heart and soul. Football dreams, we break them all. Spartans unite, forever bold. Green and gold, we ride, we roll. 700 Park, heart and soul. Football dreams, we break them all. Spartans unite, forever bold. Players hit, sound off like a drumline thump. Run route, sharp corners get left in the dump. The squad deep, the trenches built to last. Blitz coming quick, quarterbacks get harassed. Norfolk pride, yeah, it's on in the seams. From the block to the field, we chase the dream. Halftime horns, crowd loud in the stands. And it's Sioux Spartans, the kings of the land. Green and gold, we ride, we roll. 700 Park, heart and soul. Football dreams, we break them all. Spartans unite, forever bold. Green and gold, we ride, we roll. 700 Park, heart and soul. Football dreams, we break them all. Spartans unite, forever bold. Green and gold.
What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Scotty, man. All right, you already know, back with another one. Listen, you watching the 700 Park Podcast, man. This is a Norfolk State Center. Norfolk State talk about everything under the sun that is green and gold, and nothing better to start it off with the green and gold. Listen, got to give it up for all my co-hosts today. Please give it up for my first one, Justin Smith.
Behold, 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 behold.
Oh, my goodness. Next up, you already know this man, T-Maul.
What's going on? What's going on?
And last but definitely not least, Mr. I just got done beating somebody in NCAA. Mr. Trail, see you.
What's going on, Spartan Nation? Lynden Trail in the building.
Man, hey, listen, guys. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate HBCU Pass for doing this, man. Listen. We know Spartan Nation knows you guys, but now I need you guys to introduce yourselves to the world, because the only reason we even doing this show because Michael Vick. Let's give it a buck. So now you in that Jackson State space to where now you're gonna have people just tuning in just because who's this green and gold team? What's this all about? So give us a little history from you guys' perspective of your time at Norfolk State, a little bit about yourself, how you got to Norfolk State, and bring the audience into what it is to be at Norfolk State. Justin, you pop it off.
How I got to Norfolk State, man. Shout out Coach Scott. We both was from the Richmond area. He knew my people, and I have no Division I O's coming out of high school grades and such. Learn at Norfolk State. You gotta lock in with that. But that's how I got there, and I'm blessed. That was a gift from God, really. Like, my time at Norfolk State was amazing, and it molded me to the man I am today.
That's what's up. What's up? T-Maul, how you get to Norfolk State, and what was Norfolk State for you?
I got to Norfolk State through the transfer portal. Originally, I was at a different university. Did really well. Through the transfer portal, I had a couple of offers, a couple of HBCUs as well. I chose Norfolk State because of Odums and Coach Taylor. At the time, that's who the quarterbacks coach were. My time at Norfolk was amazing. Nothing short of electric. I really wish I was there since freshman year. I don't know if that was good, but I enjoyed my time there. I balled out, and I met a family there. It gave me a family environment, something that you can't really get at other programs.
Oh, that's dope. Trail, talk to us a little bit about your time at Norfolk. How they got you down there?
My route was a little longer, man. So originally out of Miami, Florida. I signed with the University of Florida out of high school. Coaching change. Yes, sir. It's still love. Go Gators. Signed with the University of Florida out of high school. Coaching change kind of prompted me to look elsewhere. Ended up at Norfolk State underneath Pete Adrian and defensive coordinator Mark DeBastiani. And they told me from jump, man, if I come in and I listen and I do what I'm supposed to do, I'd take over in no time. And man, they didn't tell me not one lie.
Not one.
Not
Not a one. Now, let's go back to go forward, because again, we understand where we're at now with Norfolk State, right? But talk to me about these eras of Norfolk, right? Because a lot of you guys have experienced different eras and have been a part of these different eras.
Dang it, that's crazy.
And just of the different transfer, because I came into this space about 4 years ago. Norfolk State wasn't popping. It just wasn't, it was an afterthought. I saw the transition from Odums from Southern to Norfolk, so I thought that was going to be something. I wasn't here for the Scott years, nor was I here for the Adrian years. So how, going from Adrian and the success that he had, how did we end up here? I want to start with you, Trail. You spent time with Adrian. Talk about his era, his philosophy, and kind of what you've seen from Norfolk State as we go down the line.
Well, I would tell you that Pete Adrian was a guy that believed in hard work, loyalty, and you have to earn it every day. So originally when I transferred to Norfolk State, just a little backstory, I came on a visit and it was cold as I don't know what. The first thing I told myself is, I'm not coming here. Was silly enough not to look up the weather, got off the plane, and in the middle of December, towards the end of December, because I had to make a choice, just to find out that this old Italian dude was telling me that he had his starters for the year already. So, I had a bit of a chip on my shoulder as a former 5-star athlete coming out of high school. I was like, man, I'm not coming here to back nobody up. What is he talking about? But he stuck to his words. He meant what he said, man. I definitely was a backup my redshirt sophomore year when I first landed here at Norfolk State. But Pete Adrian was somebody that believed in doing the hard work first. Your name wasn't going to get you on the field. You had to go out and show it every day. And when I say I'm more than thankful for that type of approach, that's how I approach everything in life now. Your name and your reputation might precede you, but you still got to do the work at the end of the day. He was a fair coach, I'll say, because he had two seniors in front of me. He had Terrence Pugh and he had Jamal Gittens, who were pretty solid seniors. Eventually, something happened later in the season that gave me my opportunity to get on the field. And I guess the murmurs had started. Why hasn't this cat been playing all along? But nothing but good things to say about Pete Adrian, man. He gave me an opportunity to not only, as he would put it, the only thing I can give you is a free education and the opportunity to play some football. And I'm glad that he gave me both of those.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Now, Justin, you were in the Scott era, Odums era, or just coming out of that Scott era. Tell us a little bit about the transition, and tell us a little bit about Scott. Tell us a little bit about that Odums era, and how it all went down.
So first couple of years with Scott, it was really, getting to know the environment of Norfolk State. Really my freshman year, getting used to being at HBCU and playing football at the same time.
Party,
all the Echoes parties, all that. Like, you got to focus on school, Echoes,
short shorts,
football. Like, my first mat drills, we got to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Crazy.
But Coach Scott, he was a fair coach, but he was real. Like, he was always real. He would tell you what it is every single time. A lot of people couldn't take that. A lot of people didn't like that. But he would be straight up with you. He didn't care. He didn't care how you felt. If you was good, you was gonna play. If you won't gonna play. If you was terrible, he might tell you that. But it's up to you if you want to get better or not. And I respect that, because just growing up, I like that. You tell me what it is, and I'm gonna fix it. Like, don't be around the bush. Don't be, So I like that. When it came to Scott, my redshirt freshman year, I finally got a chance to start against Dale State. I think I had 100 yards that game, my first game ever playing. Shout out to my boy Twain, Marcus Taylor. I caught like a 50-yard bomb, landed on the 1. Was trying to tie my helmet like I'm ready to go out. Twain pulled me back in the huddle, said, "No, you're not coming out," whatever. Next play, Pooty scrambling, boom, hit me in the back of the end zone. That was my first tud. But since that, I guess I was like the big play receiver guy at Norfolk State. So like all the one hand catches and stuff, I was doing that like my true freshman year, but I never got a chance to do it like during the game because I was redshirted. But he actually like, you know, my in the 2019 season, he actually like gave me the keys, I guess, to the offense, and really that propelled me. Really, it gave me the confidence going into that Odums year. But when Coach Scott left, it was like we really thought we had it. That 2019 year, we had a lot of first team All-MEAC guys, second all team MEAC guys. We really thought we had everything figured out. We really thought like, okay, we got a chance to go to the chip. And I ain't gonna lie, like FAMU and A&T was out of there. So we was like, oh no, it's us. Like we up. So
the big dog gone. We straight.
It was us. So when he left, and I think that April, before spring ball, it really like it hurt a lot of us. We really wanted Sherm to take over. Sherm was the interim coach. They were still looking. We was on Twitter, Instagram, everything. At Norfolk State, in the AD, like, nah, we gonna transfer, we gonna leave, we doing all that if Sherm not the coach. They ended up hiring Odums, and Sherm stayed. He was the OC. So a lot of us, it's hard going from one coach to another. And Odums is one of those coaches that whatever he say, he want it to be done that way. Like class first, like great coach, but you know, some guys, they don't want to listen to somebody new who hasn't been here. Like, we've been here longer than you. How you
gonna tell me? Yeah.
So we had a lot of first team, second team guys who didn't even play my senior year. Like guys that's all Americans in the nation that didn't play my senior year because they won't bought into the program. And that's like a testament to Odums that he don't care how good you are. Like he's coming, he's going, this is his program now. Like it's not Scott's, it's not Sherm's. Like this is my place. But I love both coaches. So
let me ask you, I want to stay on that. As players, right? Is it because how I look at it is like, if you know you got these stars, how can I get these guys on one accord? Like I get that I'm trying to get my message across. I get that. But if these guys have been in the trenches with these other players and they know how good they are and they know that they are successful and they All-American this, All-American that, why not be in the best interest of yourself to try to bring everybody on board instead of trying to split it? What's you guys' philosophy? Is it, hey, because, you know, when a new team comes, when a new coach comes, they want to put the groundwork in like, this is my team. Like, this is my world. But to me, it's like, where do you have the balance between it's your team and the players are still the players? You know what I'm saying? How do y'all balance that out? Do you feel like a coach should have that leeway, or that a coach should feel like, hey, listen to your players and understand they are the post of the team?
T-Mar, y'all go take that one. Y'all go take it.
Yeah, listen. So I'm a player's coach because I'm a coach right now. And my thing is, what you understand over time is these kids that are coming up, they have emotional intelligence. And when it came to coming from the South, yes, sir, no, sir. Would you want me to jump how high, coach? But certain coaches got to understand that militant style of an approach don't work for everybody. You have to get to know the players individually. So to Justin's point, for you to just come in, because I dealt with it at the University of Florida with Will Muschamp. So for you to just come in and immediately start barking orders, and I get it, you got to fall in line at some point. But for a lot of people, it's like, yo, I wasn't recruited by you. I don't even know who you are. You know, the school hired you, and now we're under a new regime. I'm in leadership development professionally. So for me, I've always thought it was smart when a new leader comes in to get to know their people first and know what their strengths are, know what the weaknesses are before we talk about, you know, just barking orders. I think somebody that did a great job of that was Urban Meyer transitioning to Ohio State's new head coach when he did it.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So Urban Meyer was a psychology major. So he might have did some things that manipulated the mind, but at the end of the day, Urban Meyer was a guy to run into a wall for, because even if he didn't care, it felt like he cared. And that's what most people care about the most. Hey, does my coach truly care about me as a person, or does he just care about, what I can do on the football field?
That's fair. T-Ball, let me get to you. Your experiences during the Odums era, correct?
Yes.
All right. Talk to me about the Odums era. How did you feel? Justin's that in between space, so he can kind of give you both worlds. But you're recruited by Odums to come and be a playmaker. How was that?
Coming in for Odums was good for me personally, because I was more mature than other guys around me. I would say that gave me a little bit more of an edge or understanding the head coach, and knowing what he got to deal with. But to piggyback off what Justin was saying, like either his way or no way, I could really attest to that though. Like, y'all laughing. It wasn't funny at the time.
But so that really happened though.
It really went down like that.
But like, as some of y'all coach and some of y'all been around kids that play football, you're gonna have a little more leeway to those who are productive, get good grades, and really perform for you. So if you get good grades and you perform for him, you get a little more leeway.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. I had a little more leeway than others.
My boy say it was balling, man. Let's get between the lines.
He earned it.
I mentioned grades, and I really feel like he tried to install something. But he tried to bring in a discipline that was difficult for kids that are 17, 18, 19.
True.
At an HBCU environment where it's way more distraction. Some of these kids come from Norfolk. So it's like...
right down the street. Yeah, right down the way.
We in their backyard, for example. One of our running backs didn't play. No one noticed. Our best running back ain't played when we played Sacred Heart. And that's my alma mater. Because he got suspended for one game. Me personally, I don't care what he did. If he healthy and he ain't in no legal trouble, that man playing.
Get him the ball.
For real though, that's just what it is. I gotta call a spade a spade.
Yeah.
And I feel like when respect is mutual, that's when both parties can win and be more successful. Like we had a lot of games, I want to say in 23, where we lost. Every game we lost was within one possession.
Yeah.
Literally, like every game we lost within one possession. And like that's how football go though. Football goes, you gotta make the play. If you don't make the play, someone else is gonna make it for you. I'm not gonna say I didn't like his leadership because I loved his leadership skills, but I think he could have went about ways a little differently. But everybody has their own philosophy, and people have position coaches for a reason as well. Each man and everybody.
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys this: is it because winning? They say winning cures all, right? Winning covers over a whole sin. So if you win those games, does people take in that discipline a little differently? Because it's like maybe it is working, maybe it is, we're seeing the fruit of our labors. But having those losses and then like, man, what are we doing? We're still spinning our wheels. Does that then kind of make people? How do you keep people engaged? To keep fighting for you day in and day out, even when you're losing these tight games and got to come back and deal with all the other stuff.
I take this one real quick. So we were actually undefeated in the conference. I think Dion actually called Coach Odums and was like, "We'll see y'all in the Celebration Bowl."
Wow.
And this was the year we were doing really, really good. And it just so happened. So we was like in a dogfight with Morgan, pulled that out. The next week we went up to Central for their homecoming. We up 21. They came back.
Remember.
We lost.
What year is this?
This is 21.
21. So
hit Odum's first year.
Okay.
So but mind you, like T-Mal said, like those things, the non-mature guys, in overtime we getting penalties after the play. So that's killing us. Boom, we still score. They get the ball. We not disciplined. We missing extra points, like an extra point to win it. An extra point to win the game in OT. We miss. Boom, we lose that game. Next week, we go to Dale State. We got to win this because y'all know there's only 5 teams in the conference now.
Yeah.
So we got to win this to play for a chip. So we got Dale State. We up 26-7 or 29-7 going into the 4th. We lose that game.
Man.
So we literally had Atlanta in our eyesights, but us not being focused, us not being like, it's the little things like just being behind the line when we doing sprints, like little stuff like that. Us not being locked in, costing us. So now South Carolina State that game don't even mean nothing no more. Everybody thinking, oh, we playing South Carolina State at the crib.
Yeah.
They brought ESPN there. They had the celebration. They had the trophy there, the MEAC trophy there, all that on ESPN because they think that's gonna be like the MEAC championship. We couldn't even play for it. They already won the ring and they celebrating on our home field.
That's tough. Now that 21 year is pretty much everybody from Scott.
Yep, that was our last year.
That last year that he had that's Pooty and all those guys. And I do remember people having you guys high on the records because you had a lot of guys coming back for that year and, being and having an opportunity and chance to go to the next level. Now, let me ask you this. What is the issue in Trail and Justin? I want to hear from you, and then Timo, you can kind of jump in on the back end, but what is it about Norfolk that it just can't continually be a juggernaut? Because the 757 is not like void of talent. You know what I'm saying? You talk about the Percy Harvins, the Aaron Brooks, the Michael Vicks, right? Like you talk about all these guys in the Bay Area. What is the issue with recruiting that area, and why can't Norfolk State stay on a consistent path of not even being great, but just being in that middle pack, just 1 year away from it, then we go back and kind of teeter-totter. But for the last 3 or 4 years, it's just been dead.
But I'll tell you, I'll speak to my years, and then I was like fast forward it. When I was there, we did a great job personally, I did a great job of recruiting other D1 talent to come along with me. But what we did a poor job of was finding a quarterback. And I tell Justin and Pooty this all the time, man. If we had somebody like Greg Hankerson, who played quarterback the years after I was there, and somebody like Pooty, Juwan Carter, we had the number 2 defense in the nation my sophomore year, the number 1 defense in the nation my junior year, the number 2 defense in the nation my senior year. We had 5 All-Americans on my defense my senior year. And we just didn't have a quarterback that can get the ball to our weapons. Like, that was the only piece that was missing for us, right? So when you talk about a defense who begged the offense, all you have to do is score 17 points or more, and we win every single game. We played Bethune-Cookman on national TV. We had Rutgers on the ropes. Like, there were so many opportunities we had where the offense would just go out. I'd force a fumble, recover the fumble. Offense would go out and give the ball right back. So, I mean, now fast forward, the hard part is honestly keeping anybody home. It doesn't matter what university it is. Like, if we're talking about UM, if we're talking about Florida State, eventually people grow up and they've seen this school their whole life, right? And it's like, man, I want to get out of this city, or I want to get out of this state. I want to go somewhere else. And so Virginia somehow does Norfolk State somehow does a great job recruiting kids in Virginia that aren't those key positions that we need, though. Like, we can get receivers, we can get corners, we can get linebackers. Heck, we can even get some linemen from time to time. But what truly needs to happen is a quarterback that will do something with the ball in his hand, and match with that energy has to be a defense that can give him the ball back after something happens. It's simply put, right? A quarterback that makes smart decisions and a defense that wins championships will always put Norfolk State over top.
T-Maul, what you got?
They got one right now, though.
Facts. Definitely
got a
facts.
quarterback right
Shit
now.
like that.
Which one?
Both of them.
Otto and
Otto.
Izzy.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's another one too, though, if I'm not mistaken. Transfer.
Yeah, I think the South Carolina or South Florida dude, ain't he starting?
I don't know.
No, Izzy starting.
Izzy.
Izzy starting.
It's good to have options, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Hey, no, hey, listen, it's always good to have options.
Definitely.
Justin, what was Coach Scott's philosophy in recruiting, and then why do you think the drop off after that 21 year was so steep?
I ain't gonna lie, really, they used to call us. So it's a high school out here in Richmond called Highland Springs, coached by Coach Johnson, and they had, I think that's where Pootie went. That's where Isaiah Winstead, we call him Tiggy. He was a receiver who transferred to ECU in Toledo. That's where he went. That's where Twain, Marcus Taylor went. So we had a lot of Highland Springs guys. Rabbit Smith, T-Man, like it was just a lot of guys we got from Highland Springs. So they used to call us the Norfolk State Springers. But he recruited Richmond heavily, the 7-5 heavily. So I guess even within that, he recruited state champs, really. So if you winning, that was my thing, my first couple years going in, because Coach Scott was winning at Virginia State. But when you come to a program when people are used to losing and they don't care if they lose, it's so hard to get people to want to win. It's some people, after the game we lost, they just go out. They have fun. But it's some of us, the ones who've been winning all our life or like want to win. When we lose a game, we like, yo, like y'all tripping. Like we just got smoked by 40 to A&T and y'all want to go out and party. Like that was a big difference. But also, I feel like, I don't know. It was just something about us. Like Trail said, we couldn't. For us, it was defense. Our offense, I think we had like top 10 offense, but our defense really.
I wish we had.
They had ballers though. Like we had guys. They were just like some games it just didn't click. Or the first half shutout. Second half is just like
bombs over Baghdad.
Yeah. if T-Mal transferred a year earlier, I might have had a ring right now. But that's how
they're asking them boys what's their favorite color in the second half, huh?
Yeah,
Good
so,
Lord.
I want to get you guys' thoughts. When the Vick news dropped, what was your first thought? I mean, initially you said, oh my God, like this is possible. He done signed, or I know for sure he's coming. What was your first thought when the Vick effect came into full place? T-Ma, you're the closest one to the program. What happened? What was your thoughts?
I cried. Dead ass though. But truthfully, I knew it was coming though, because I know how things work. I know how public relations go. You show face. They do a good job doing it though.
Yeah.
So I noticed when he was coming around for the camp, he had a camp in like 23. He had a camp in 23 at the school. He just was coming around a lot. And I also know when you lose, you can't get you in a hot seat, especially when you lose big games that we need to win.
Yeah.
When he first got there, I had graduated, but I actually came back and met with the whole staff, sat down and everything. They asked for some insight on some things. I gave them my best opinion, but I definitely think it's going to be more explosive. He's more like an offensive minded, and then previously Coach Odums is more defensive minded.
Oh, really?
For sure.
Okay.
But Vick definitely bring like a different dynamic. I think he got a good staff as well, and he retained a lot of the kids who were key playmakers, which is a big thing. So I didn't really see even kids that hit the portal, went to a school, came back though.
They said, "What you said? You got Michael?"
I said, hold up.
You feel me though? Like,
So we got who over there?
I did the same thing though. Like, hit the portal, came back, and
That's
when you could retain top talent or dominant guys, and then you attracting people from the transfer portal, you might Vick. I'll leave right now. Like, to be honest. So I think he's gonna do a good job. I also feel like he's ready for the spotlight, and he got his team ready for whatever attention they're going to bring. So they're going to conduct themselves in the right manner, which is the most important piece when playing HBCU football. A lot of the guys lack discipline, but he has a good staff that's hammering those key things and fundamentals into the team.
Okay. Trail, when you heard the Vick news and they popped off, and what was your thoughts and what was your feelings towards it?
And I didn't have time to have feelings or thoughts, man. My phone was ringing like crazy. Any and everybody that I knew was blowing my phone up asking me if I was going to be on the coaching staff. But like I told them, man, you know, it would have been a blessing, it would have been a great opportunity, but what I got going on in life right now is way bigger than football. I don't think I would have been able to do it. But what they do have is my full support. So one of my boys called me up and kind of told me beforehand that he was going to be the defensive coordinator at Norfolk State. And I was like, yeah, man, I believe it when I see it. So Terrence Garvin played with me in Washington. And he was like, man, you know, I feel like you should come out here. But like I told him, man, wife, kids, I got some things going on. I'm in love with what I do right now anyway. So I was like, hey, man, I appreciate it, but I'm going to pass respectfully. I think Vick will do wonders for Norfolk State. I think a lot of people have their minds set on the Deion Sanders Jackson State ordeal where, you know, 2-3 years maybe, and then, you know, a bigger school might come calling. And I want people to understand that if it does happen, I mean, it is what it is. Everybody wants to do better.
Yeah,
and
elevate.
The thing is to play on the big stage at the end of the day. But what I will say is he did a great job for someone who was ridiculed and criticized about not having coaching experience by putting people around him who had not only NFL experience, but coaching experience as well, which was great. So the first edition was, like I said, my boy Terrence Garvin, who was a defensive coordinator. He went and got Leroy Reynolds as the linebackers coach, who played multiple seasons in the NFL as well. He went and got Big E, my boy who was with me last year, coaching at the apprentice school. He's an offensive line coach and also played several seasons in the league. He went and got Appleby. He went and got T-Mac, I'm sorry. So it's a bunch of coaches on that staff, man, that's either played at the highest level or coached at the highest level. And I think that's what Vick really needed. He needed people around him with credibility. He needed people around him that's already been through it, so they know what it looks like. And you know, I got to meet with him this off season, and that was more than pleasurable. I mean, for me, I've met thousands of people, so I can only imagine how many people Vick has met over the years, right? So, you know, I walk up to the office with T. Garvin, and he was like, man, Trell, what's up? And I was like, oh, crap, this dude remembers me. We've done a bunch of events back in the day over in Newport News, me, him, Antoine Bethea, Big E, B-Web, and we've crossed paths multiple times. But like I said, I mean, who forgets somebody that's 6'8", 290 pounds? I don't know. But, but you know, we sat down and chopped it up and talked about, you know, the future of Norfolk State and some things that he had in mind. And it was a beautiful process, man. So it was good to feel welcome. Now, one thing I will say, and I'm sorry, but I'm about to knock Odums for a little bit, as well as Scott. So something that Pete Adrian did was, especially during homecoming, he would let alumni come on to the track. And I used to think the coolest thing ever was going out there and making a play and having some of the OGs from back in the days tell you that you that guy. You know what I mean? You him. And I thought that was a beautiful process. And I kind of ended with Scott/Odums coming in because I was still playing ball and I would come back for homecoming. And it's like, yeah, man, buy a ticket, get in the stands. And I was like, wow, that's kind of crazy. You know what I mean? Hey, man, we got Deshaun on, man. Shout out to my guy, man.
What's up, boy?
One of the elite pass rushers in Norfolk State history as well.
Yeah.
So let me and Justin, I want to get your thoughts on Michael Vick before I move on. But your thoughts on Michael Vick when he touched down and the news broke. What were your thoughts and feelings?
Why couldn't he come in 2021? Nah, but it's just crazy because even me, like growing up being a Philadelphia Eagles fan, just him, just being there, even just Vick. I'm from Virginia. Vick, Iverson. That's all you hear.
Yeah.
Like two of the athletes that changed the game for their respective games. So it's like it was crazy. And like Trail said, like, you know, Dion 2, 3, 4 years, he leave. We'll do the fact that he came in the first place put Norfolk State so much on the map that okay, he do a year, that's fine. But it's so many more eyes on Norfolk State. It's so much that we can do as a university now that would propel us to the future. So I feel like people need to stop worrying about, oh, he's not going to be there this long. He's not going to do this, that, and the third. It's just enjoy the moment. Like, be here this season. Like, you know?
Yeah.
So,
shout out to my boy Bishop Bonnet, running back for FAMU, man. But okay, I want to dive in a little deeper on what Trail talked about with the staff and everything like that. Now, when you have NFL guys, do you think there is a process that they might make it too complicated for college students?
No.
Because I know I've talked to a lot of coordinators around the SWAC and HBCU and FCS, and they say, you know what, with all the distractions, with kids, with girls, and all, you try to make it as easy to consume as possible so you can play fast and think fast. But with a lot of NFL guys, they know one way. You know what I'm saying? So is there a possibility that it might be too much too soon for these kids when they talk about, you know, digesting the playbook and offensively? What do you guys think?
T-Mal, go ahead. I think he was really locked in on that one.
Yeah, this is the Division I school. So if you can't get to a playbook, you don't belong at this level, regardless of who comes into play or who calls. I've seen a defensive playbook, and it's good. It gives kids from a versatile background who do different things to really act crazy. Like, if you good at blitzing, we're going to disguise you a little different, put you in coverage, but you coming off. You're not just a package. You're not just going in for the package and purely blitzing. The offense could pick up on that. Jay Smith, like, you could, or whoever, the offense could see, oh, that package coming in. Yeah. That's the blitz package. You can't tell with this defense, though. That's what I like. And I also like how on the offense, you got options. I know as a DB, if Jay Smith got 2 ways to go, I only can stop him one way.
Yeah.
But if you have options, there's a such thing as good defense, better offense. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Justin and Trell, any thoughts?
Go ahead, Terron.
Man, I'm sitting here reading the chat, man, and my guy Freddie J said something very interesting, and I kind of want to speak to that if y'all don't mind. The squirrel moment is what we call it, right? He said, I hate the distraction stereotype at HBCUs, like the same distractions don't exist at PWI. So this is someone who had the best of both worlds speak to that, right? So I definitely believe that there are way more distractions at, you know, a major D1, like a University of Florida. The thing is, men are outnumbered heavily in the college atmosphere, period. Whether you're at a PWI or a HBCU, there are more women on campus everywhere you go, right? Unless you're at an all-male school. And at the University of Florida, you know, the distraction, the temptations is times 10. Because all they need to know is that you wear a football jersey and you play for the university, and it is over with. All right. At an HBCU, you probably got to work a little harder. All right. You got to get fly. You got to put some effort into it. Yeah, you might be that guy, but you got to have some drip going on. You know, you got to be smooth the way you talk, the way you approach. It was, to tell you the truth, it was a culture shock for me transferring from the University of Florida, where most football players, we just wore football gear all day. There wasn't no, you know, getting fly on Fridays or no soul food Thursdays, man. We had a private diner that athletes would go to. It's called Training Table. We would go eat. But when I got to Norfolk State, man, people were fly every day.
Facts.
You know, that kind of threw me off. People were fly every day. There's a different type of standard being at a HBCU and understanding that, man, every college campus has distractions. Don't let somebody
come out and biasly say that HBCUs have we're not in the stereotype behind it being a party school. Definitely not at the end of the day. Now, don't get me wrong. Just as hard as we study, we party even harder. But people graduate, and that's the narrative that they need to carry with that.
100%.
I man, listen, I 1,000%. I went to Claflin. I had some offers out of school playing football, whatever. Got in trouble, had to go to Claflin, and I'm like, man, like every day, like
Putting it on, huh?
Iron your jeans, polos. It's like I'm from Maryland, so like it's like, you know, it's North Faces and stuff like that, but it's like it's not to the level of every day. Like I could have came to school with some flip flops, you know, like some sweats or whatever, you know what I'm saying, just some casual stuff. But at HBCU, boy, you better have your gear.
You better step. Ain't no half stepping either.
They no half stepping anytime. So I 1,000% agree with you. Now, my thing is this, right? With the Vick effect and everything that's going on, how do you balance the expectations with a first-year head coach? Because it's still like because you have the Deion effect, right? Like you have that Deion effect come in the gate. But what I tell people is if Deion was in the MEAC, it would have been a different story because of the PWIs he would have had to been facing week in and week out. That's where to me, that's where it differs. Like if Vick was in the SWAC, I'd be like, yeah, y'all probably gonna be in the SWAC championship because you play 2 out of conference games. They probably gonna be HBCUs anyway, and then you play nothing else but conference games. But in the MEAC, it's a different world. 3 of your games probably gonna be Power 5 competition. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead, Timo. Love to hear your thoughts.
I came from PWI as well, where we won conferences. Like we won back to back. Our Norfolk team is more talented than both of those teams. Okay. The only thing different was structure and philosophy. It's how you get guys to buy in. I also feel like Deion and Vick is not the same thing. I don't like comparing it because I don't no knock on Deion. Yeah. I mean, thank God he came shed light on HBCUs, but I don't think he won. Did he?
I mean, he won championships for. Okay, you got to look at it.
I'm talking about the Celebration Bowl.
Yeah, but think about it for this in the big team, right?
They ain't won one.
For Jackson, it was a shot in the arm. It was adrenaline, right? Like he reinvigorated a base that. Okay, perfect example, right? I'm a Cowboys fan, right? So for us, everybody can't be great, right? So when you talk about all this Washington stuff, I'm like, yeah, miss me with all that, right? So if we got a coach that took us to the NFC Championship, do you know how happy we will be as a fan base? We don't even need to go to a Super Bowl.
Well, y'all wouldn't shut up for the next 10 years.
Come on, right? And that's what Deion did for Jackson, right? They're not going to shut up for the next 10 years. Why?
That's facts.
You see what I'm saying? That's the jolt that he gave. For Vick, I think there has to be a lot more substance than joke because of the conference and how you guys are set up. I think if it was the All-MEAC, he could probably get away with just being talented, right? Like just being talented, I think he could get away with it. But when you start adding them PWIs and them out of conference games, the Towson,
even like we played St. Francis at St. Francis. It might have been 20 people in the stands. So we really got to bring our own energy like that. That's hard, especially like get that long drive. Like it's a lot that goes into that. Like you start off slow at a game like that. You need the fans sometimes to bring you back. Like that's the thing too with Norfolk State that I feel like we never had. And like it's like I ain't gonna lie. I even tried to start because my high school, our student section was rocking. So even like going to Norfolk State, I tried to help with the student section to get us turned. Like that gets players turned. When we see a lot of people in the stands, when we see people not leaving after halftime because they just want to hear the Legion. Legion, #1 in the nation, easy. But watch the guys play. Like y'all want us to win, support. But yeah, they want us to win. Like that goes into that. But with the expectations of Vick, like some people saying championship, some people saying this and that. This is his first year.
What's a good first year for you, Justin? I'll go around the table.
A good first year for me is him losing maybe the 2 conference games. Like, that's great, actually. That's Central.
Amazing, though.
And that's amazing. If he loses 2 conference games only to Central and South Carolina State, bro, because we can't act like Central and South Carolina State just dropped all their players just because Norfolk State got Vick.
Yeah.
Those programs are still great programs.
What you think overall record, though? I need to hear that.
Yeah,
overall record. I want to hear
overall record, not just conference. Overall record.
Overall record, I got us going 8-4. I got us Rutgers. The Wagner game is going to be weird because we got to go to Wagner, and I feel like it's going to be one of them games where it's like, how is Wagner? Because you played in that conference, didn't you?
Yeah.
How are they? Like, normally. I don't know.
Let T-Ball tell it we on losing.
So that's belt. So all right, 9-3. Because it's like, we can't forget the fact, like, it's still some teams in the MEAC. Like, and I think the MEAC better than SWAC, respectfully. I'm biased, yeah. But come on now. Like, Central just didn't get terrible overnight over. South Carolina State just didn't get terrible over in the offseason. Like, these teams, man.
T-Ball, you gotta talk, T. Because you doing a lot of.
Talk to me.
They graduated a lot of guys, and a lot of guys hit the portal.
Yeah, but I feel like with those programs too, I feel like the foundation is already there and set.
That's fair.
Because shoot, I ain't gonna lie, I thought when Buddy, that was the coach name for South Carolina State.
Buddy
right?
Pugh.
Yeah.
Yep, South
When
Carolina
he
State.
left, I thought it was over. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, he ain't go nowhere.
Yeah,
He ain't go nowhere.
Right.
He just
Yeah.
transitioned.
it's still
Central
there.
had a receiver who ran a 4.3.
You're
not getting that.
I know you're talking about. Yeah. It's just
So T-Ball, let me get your what's your first year expectation? Now I'm gonna go to Trail. First year expectation, record, overall, all that.
I say you either go 7-4, 8-3. I'm not sure what they total amount of games is, but
Who are they losing to? Conference wise, out of conference, who do you got them losing to?
Rutgers.
Of
I
course.
think that's the only other.
I wouldn't say of course either though, because these big.
Of
teams are
course.
not-
Next. Come on, let's not play
I
this
hope
game.
that's clip. I hope they clip that.
Clip it.
Clip that. Put that in the locker room.
Yeah, facts. Put that on rerun.
I think they're gonna definitely beat Towson. Any C team they see, like the Wagners or the Sacred Hearts, which Sacred Heart on their schedule, they could beat them as well.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So if you say it's 7-4, who they losing to? That you said Rutgers, I can count. Where the other 3?
Hold on, I'm about to tell you right now.
You need me to bring up the schedule?
Yeah, he got it.
Oh yeah, I can pull it up. Right now.
I'll bring it up for you. I'll bring it up for everybody. Everybody see it.
Yeah, go ahead and do
I'll
that.
go through it.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Because he talking about some maybe Rutgers. What? Come on, man. What are you talking about right now?
I don't know now. Hey, in 2013, we had Rutgers on the fence, man. If we had an offense, that would have got ugly for them.
I'm trying to tell you, a versatile quarterback who could run and pass
It
changes the game.
really changed. Yeah. If Boat had got a couple sacks against Wake, we would have beat Wake.
All right,
We had about 250, 280 against Wake.
So you got them.
Skip that. That's belt.
Yeah, that's belt.
All right, that's belt.
That's
That's a loss. All right, that's one loss. Give me the second loss. They winning this one?
I hope so. That's gonna be tough though. I will say Sacred Heart is not.
Are they coming to Norfolk? They coming to Norfolk.
Yeah.
That don't matter. I'm trying to tell you, they don't matter. Like,
So is this a loss or a win? What are we talking about right now?
That's a tough job.
I got my guys though. I got Norfolk. They both
Okay.
my guys, but I got Norfolk.
All right, what we doing with this one?
Staten Island, New York at 12 p.m. Them boys gonna have to wake up early.
Nah,
I like
they
Norfolk.
probably gonna stay. They probably gonna stay 2 days. We be staying 2 days.
Yeah, they're gonna have to. Cause I'm trying the energy is real, like that matters, man.
Belt.
Deshaun said I missed one sack.
That's belt.
All right, Hampton.
Hey, I can't say what I want to say about Hampton.
Battle of the Bay. We'll just skip over that one because clearly
That's gonna be a tough. This is gonna be a tough game though.
Wofford.
Yeah, definitely though.
So
Okay.
they like that. Like that.
Yeah.
Hold on now.
I'm not saying they like that. That's gonna be a really tough game though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so is that a loss? Is it a win? I mean, because you said 7-4.
Wofford
I
might
just
be
need to know
tough.
where the 4 coming from.
I'm gonna count Walford as a loss.
Okay, that's 2. All right. South Carolina State.
Belt, really bad belt though. Yo,
Dale State.
with our eyes
They
closed.
lost to say you hurt them.
NCCU.
Tough.
Is it a win? Is it a loss? Remember, you said 7 and 4.
But I also said 8 and 3.
Yeah.
So Rutgers,
But like,
Sacred Heart, and
no. I said Rutgers.
okay,
Wofford.
and I'm assuming NCCU.
I can't see. I ain't jacking that either though. That's not. Things go weird. Like they could beat the top teams and then lose to like.
And lose to
Yeah,
I
like
know,
that's
I know
fine.
exactly what you mean.
That's
I know
what you mean,
exactly
right?
what you
Yeah,
mean.
the me guys is
You can
any
go
given
undefeated
Saturday.
in the MEAC and then blow a 21-point lead in the 4th and lose the chance to go to the
Oh man, stop bringing up the pain.
Terrell, what you got? What's your first year? Because T-Maul, he jumped. He
What you?
he
8 and 3.
don't want to stand on business. He
Oh,
don't-
Stand on that right now. 8 and 3.
Yeah, 8 and 3.
That's a really. That's not.
I'm
even
gonna go with 8 and 3 as well. My 3 losses is, and I will say this only because I feel like the Heat when they first got together, I think in 2012, if I'm not mistaken, right? So you have all of these components, you have all of these players that you're bringing together for the first time, and yes, they spent camp together and some quality time, but you don't really know what adversity looks like
Facts.
until you play a team. You don't know what adversity looks like until you're down 21-0 at half and y'all are about to fight. And then y'all come back and end up beating Hampton. So here's my thing, right? So I think Towson can be a game that we I don't even want to call it upset. We might even be evenly matched on paper, honestly. Norfolk State's gonna have to bring it. The fans are gonna have to be out there. We should win that. Virginia State, get out of here, little state. Rutgers. Now, depending on how the coaching staff get this together, I know when we played Rutgers, it was almost as if it wasn't a regular game. They made this seem like, it doesn't even count. It's non-conference. Hell no, go knock Rutgers off and shock the world, right? But yeah, Rutgers might be a loss.
Why are we saying might be? What was it?
I'm trying to show
Listen.
And when we on
if these
ESPN,
people's offense come to play and their defense come to play,
remember when
Rutgers
Howard
can
beat
get upset.
Howard beat UNLV that one year. Everybody was in an uproar.
Yeah,
I also
facts.
think it's different because you got kids that's really trying to get to the next level.
That's
Exactly.
That's a game that's going to get put on.
You know what? Let me go ahead and put my parlay in right now for that game. Wagner, just listening to T-Mall, they can definitely, they can get over on Wagner.
What about Sacred?
Sacred too. Somebody just said they lost to Sacred last year on the goal line. This is a much better team than last year's team. I can tell you that much.
All right.
Hampton, Belt.
They better not losing them, boy.
Walford, my boy Michael Lee Harris is a receivers coach over there. And I've been watching some of the stuff that he's been putting up. They look pretty decent. But I think with the names and by that time we get to Walford, they should be meshed, rocking and rolling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a W. Now, this is the game that I fear. All right. So South Carolina State has always had a team.
Homecoming, no trail.
I don't care what it is. South Carolina State has always had a team.
Yeah.
As long as Buddy Pugh eyes are open and he's here with us, I'm gonna always worry about South Carolina State. All right. That is one team that I will say I wholeheartedly hate. I have never beaten South Carolina State in my career, have had them on the ropes multiple times.
Right.
They've always found a way. That's an L.
What?
Wow.
Yep.
I respect it.
Delaware State. DJ, former teammate.
Yeah.
That's a W.
Man,
sorry, DJ.
I gave my boy 2 gifts. 3,
now, North Carolina
3
Central. As much as we talk smack about this school who used to be a D2, who out of nowhere elevated up to be a D1 AA, they're a pretty solid program. And I will say this will be a tough one because they're going to Durham. They travel well. Their fans are heavily involved. That's a W. Morgan State, Belt, Howard, Belt. Yeah, let's switch to 9 and 2. There you go.
for a first-year head coach, 9-2 is your okay. All right. Wow.
Yep.
From what were we last year? 3 and what?
3-8.
Not good.
From 3-8. From 3-8 to 9-2. I might go back in there and get my.
What boy said not good.
Not good. I mean, it don't matter. 3, 2, 1. It don't, not good. Like
Not facts.
That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying?
See, Deshaun said Central kind of tough. I think everybody can attest to Central not being a pushover in here, man.
For sure.
Yeah. I think Central is. I think that's going to be. Listen, I think the two. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
They just played too.
What's up?
Say 9-2 is a real stretch.
They just played.
Man.
9-2.
Central, yep. Central played this weekend.
Yeah,
They smoked Southern.
This is what my point was. I said I think D-Jack and Vick are going to – one of them are going to upset a big dog that you just went like for a first-year guy. I think one of those teams – because, again,
Man, I'm delusional.
I do believe that they have the talent to do so. I just don't know if it's going to be 9-2, 7-4, 8-3. I don't know. But we'll
Okay, so Scotty.
D-Jack, though?
Go ahead and highlight MEAC Mike for a second, man. He said NSU lost 5 games by less than a touchdown last year. So I need y'all to keep that in mind. So it goes back to what Justin said earlier about discipline, right? So I don't know about everybody else, but I've had my fair share of time spent, visiting Norfolk State, talking to Coach E, talking to Terrence Garvin, who's the defensive coordinator, trying to get some updates on how we look and what's going on, talking to some former teammates that's been out there as well. Talking to Don Carey, who's also a co-host up here, who's also been out there to watch the guys get it together. And I will say that there are only 2 games on this schedule that I've seen thus far that I think, okay, that's an L. Everybody else can definitely get it.
And it don't got
so if y'all think 9-2 is delusional, hold me to it.
And it don't got to be close.
Just in case y'all need my Instagram, Lynden Trail 7. All right.
Hey, this is
in case you got to DM me.
This is on wax forever. You know what I'm saying? So this is float for all 3 of y'all. This is floating out on the internet forever. And we can't wait to see what it looks like in the regular season. Now, let's get into the actual game, the Vick debut, right? Let's get into it. The Towson game. Now, I don't know how much you guys know about Towson, you know what I'm saying? But here are some players to watch. They have wide receiver John Delmore. They have DB. Both of these DBs are on the. Both of these DBs, I believe, Miles is a first-team selection in CAA, as well as Xavier Terry is a first-team selection as well for the CAA as well. So, not too shabby. Got some defensive players, got some offensive players. Your players to watch for Norfolk State in coming into this Towson game. I want to start with T-Mall. T-Mall, what's some of your players to watch coming into this Norfolk and Towson game?
K. King, running back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Kavon King.
Oh, facts, King.
That boy different. I ain't gonna hold you.
I definitely like that.
That FAMU game was crazy. I was like, oh, that kid's
been like that since a freshman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they got wide receiver. They got 2 good wide receivers that I really like though.
Okay. All right, Justin, who you got? Some of your players to watch if you know any of the players on the team.
My young boy Keem Wright. He played tight end. Red shirted last year. And T-Mal, you gotta tell me how Cam was in practice. Like, what he really like on the field?
He's that. Just give him the ball.
That's
That's one of the receivers I was talking about.
Yeah, I really need him to get the ball this year. Like, really. So them 2. Obviously, I need my pass catches. Hakeem, he will block you. You think he'll get up? You're getting put right back in the dirt. The ref's gonna blow the whistle, and he's still gonna push you back down in the dirt. Like, we need dogs, like somebody that instills fear in the other team, and not King's that. So.
Trail, give me some defensive players. I know you're cool.
Oh, my young boy that just transferred in from Pitt. Got another cat that played at King's Fort while I was there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry?
Is that the kid that came from Maryland? He's from Maryland?
He's from Maryland.
DN?
Yep, he from up top. Played defensive end at Pitt. So I was able to attend the spring game, and it was a beautiful feeling to be out there among some superstars by the way, and see the fans that were in attendance. to see these guys put on a show, it felt amazing, honestly. But he was somebody that stood out to me, and in my mind, I'm like, okay, this isn't just a kid that transferred from a major D1 just to be like, hey, I want to play for Vick. He actually got some nastiness to him. Quick off the ball, great with his hands. I think he's going to be a major disruption going into the year.
Okay. So you got the DN. Any linebackers, any safeties? T-Maul, you know, you should know some DBs back there, some safeties. Anybody that you're just like, hey, watch out for this kid?
Jaden Smith. I know they just got a transfer from I don't know his name, Delaware State. He wear number 4 now.
Okay.
He's very good. I also want to highlight on the offense side of the ball. They got a receiver from William and Mary. He's smooth. Like
5, right?
He probably, yeah, that is 5. He's polished. Like he mature. So.
Okay. Now, nobody brought up the quarterback situation.
Well, Izzy.
You got Izzy, you got Otto. Izzy hasn't played a lot. You know what I'm saying? Otto has, he has that experience. Decent dual threat quarterback. You know, if you guys were, calling the shots, do you go with Izzy, the young bull, explosive, exciting, or do you go with Otto, kind of experience, he's been in the kind of dog fights, been in a few dog fights, has pulled some out, lost some. Who do you roll with?
You go with the experience first. And if that ain't cutting it, then Izzy should be hungry if that's the case. Right? So you go with the people who've already have the experience of being in a D1 game and they know the pace of it. But sometimes, which we found out against ODU, right? In 2013, we almost upsetted them, ended up losing 24-21 at home. Sometimes it takes for you to throw a guy in there that's a little bit younger, a little bit more juice, give him that opportunity that he's been looking for to get that spark going. And I feel like Justin can attest to this as a receiver. Sometimes that more experienced quarterback ain't getting the job done. And as a receiver, that could be frustrating. It's like, hey, man, give me the ball. But that younger cat comes in and he doesn't have anything to lose other than the fact that, hey, I'm already sitting on the bench anyway. So I might as well go out there and sling the rock, man.
Yeah. T-Maul, any thoughts? Justin, any thoughts on the quarterback? No, T-Maul, you've seen Otto.
Yeah.
I'll let him. I'm just curious of Justin's opinion first. He's an offensive-minded guy.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie. Love my guy Otto, but seems like
he got the juice, huh?
Stagnant for a couple years, man. Like, and we have playmakers, so I don't know if, like, honestly, I didn't know the offense, so I got to see how the offense is this year. But really, it's like when them lights cut on, bro. So, but Izzy, y'all say Izzy won a job. That mean, and if you impressing Michael Vick, the Hall of Famer, I mean, he must be that. And with Otto, I feel like if he didn't win the job, he probably will. He maybe will play, probably will play, but he's there if you need him.
Yeah.
Right. Let's say Izzy, great in camp, but honestly, I've never seen somebody play amazing in camp and then get to the season and just play terrible. But quarterback, I know that's a whole different level, especially on the D1 level. So if Izzy go out and ball, that's the future. Like, legit. Pootie better watch out. You know what I mean? So.
Oh, no, T-Maul. How you drop off at that? Come on, T.
It's hurt.
You know what? I feel like I can give y'all some insight on the playbook. So when I think about Vick, I think about all the systems that he's been in, and with the huge arm that he has, it's always been an over-under system, right? So when I say that, I want you guys to think about Sean McVay. Think Sean McVay when you think about Vick. That's the system that they're currently running at Norfolk State. It's hey, we're gonna run duo up front, and then off of that, we'll play action. I got the deep square in with the post over top, and read that safety.
Yep, poster.
He comes in, I go over top, he drops out, I go underneath.
Yep.
I like it. T-Maul, thank you. Everybody was waiting for your
Yeah, we start asking about quarterbacks. The thing kicked me out.
They know you hate quarterbacks, man.
Talk to us about.
Truthfully, I'm going with a different approach though.
Okay.
If we had a guy who couldn't get a job done previously, we got to do something different. But I understand what Trell is saying as well. Would go with experience, but it's also how you're looking in these practices. We also didn't bring you here for no reason. Truthfully,
fair.
We definitely didn't bring you here to sit behind somebody. And in terms of Otto, he's been a little injury. Like, I know he had a little injuries, but I'm pretty sure it's fixed by now. But it's different when you got another guy in the room who's just as mobile as you or more mobile.
Yeah. This is okay. Two parts. I think the thing that I've saw about Norfolk last year or the year of Odums was they weren't very explosive on the outside, but inside the trenches, Odums teams are always solid in trench play, running at. You're going to be a physical team because he believes in, he's a defensive minded guy, like you said, and he believes in running the ball. For me, I don't always subscribe to that. If a quarterback couldn't get the job done with a previous administration, doesn't mean that he can't get it done, because I might be able to put you in some things that make you feel comfortable. I might be able to get you to use your best ability to get you to where you understand the game a little better and you can see it better. I always use Alex Smith. Like, everybody thought he was done. Everybody thought he was done. He gets to Kansas City, and Andy Reid does what Andy Reid does and makes him a star, right? So I do believe, I mean, even with, Sean McVay and the quarterback he had before he went to Detroit, right? Everybody thought Jared Goff was like, Sean McVay's through with him. He's no good. Ben Johnson comes and makes him look like another all-star, right? So I'll say this, from what I've seen from Otto, you see him in a different light, Mal, so I'm not going to take away but from what I've seen in games, he's capable. And
he's good.
Yeah, he's capable. Like, and to me, you need a guy most quarterbacks are game managers, but you have good offensive coordinators that make you elite, right? Like, they'll put you, like Willie Simmons, he will scheme you open. Like, Musa wasn't the best quarterback, but he schemed it. He schemed it up so well that I can tell you where to throw the ball and it's going to be open because of how I'm calling it, right? So, and I think with the level of offensive-minded people that are in the building now at Norfolk, I think Otto and Izzy are in a very good situation, because you got a quarterback, a high-level quarterback, one of the best that has ever done it, to be in your room and understands how far talent can get you, and also understands how much he needed to know the playbook and understand defenses to take his game to another level as well. So I think he can speak to both of those experiences, but we shall see. I'll just say that we shall see. From what I've heard, I've heard Izzy is the guy though, but go Timo.
I also think we could beat Towson with both of them quarterbacks. It don't even, it's a plug and play. Truthfully.
Oh man, I'm glad you said that, because it's time to get into these Spartan picks. All right,
man.
Let's get into these Spartan picks. Timo, you are up to bat first. Please explain to us 2018 and how this is going down.
I got my guys, but I got my guys not just because I come from the program, but because I know the team that's there right now.
Okay.
And I know the guys that he brought in are high-level guys. They want to play. They want to reach to the next level, and they're matured. Like, he hit the transfer portal. He didn't really get too many young kids. Like, he went and got experience, not for depth, because you're finna play. I say 28. 28 is a good number. That's, in my opinion, that's high-scoring offense. Like, 28 is solid.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
And I definitely think this defense and what T. Goff got carved up, hold them to 10 or less. If that, though, 10 or less.
10 or less. Ooh, that's okay. All right.
I feel like we giving too much credit to Townsend. We played them twice already, like with teams that went 3-10 and 2-9, or whatever the record. 2 wins and then 3 wins. We won 1 and we lost 1 by, I want to say 4 points.
Okay. All right. Well, that's fair. 28-10. All right, Jay, you up 26-14. Explain your score.
Man, I feel like we're gonna score a defensive touchdown, or maybe a special teams touchdown. 14. I feel like the game will start off slow. It's gonna be sloppy. a little bit here and there. I just feel like we better. Respectfully, we better.
A
Like
3-8 team is better. Okay, I like that.
But mind you, they beat Towson. Like, come on.
Okay.
But
with 7 people in the stands.
like, come on. Like, it's gonna be rocking in there. It's gonna be rocking.
Ooh, boy, you stupid, T-Ball. Boy, you know.
Third down, stomp the bleacher. Yeah. It's gonna be rocking.
I don't think people remember how we played them when we first played them.
Yeah.
Because we went 2-0.
That was supposed to beat them both times.
Yeah.
All right, Trail.
Like I said, man, when the Heat, and I don't know why the Heat keeps coming to my mind, but back in 2012, 2013, when the Heat first got together, man, there was no chemistry for real. It was just 3 superstars that came to Miami to play basketball. But remember, it's only one ball. It's the same in football, right? So all of these superstars and great former players of different universities are transferring to Norfolk State. Now, I think they'll have enough meshed over time from camp to go out there and put something productive on the field and look like something. But I still feel like there'll be some wires just crossed and, they're still trying to put it together. But I think ultimately Norfolk State pulls it out 20-17. I see that we have a kicker, and I think his leg probably will be busy.
Okay. All right. I like it. Well, it is called Spartan Picks, but I am no Spartan, I got it 17-24 Towson. I think, listen, it's it is the first game, okay? It is the first game. There's going to be some bumps. There's going to be some bruises. There's going to be some, miscommunication. It happens. Listen, first-year head coach, might be some game management. Come on, Trail, stay with me now. Might be some game management issues, some clock issues.
These are league guys.
Again, you've never coached a game before. There's going to be some game management issues on maybe substitutions and getting people in, getting people out, managing the clock. So, listen, it's possible. Anything's possible, okay? So
anything is possible.
I got it 17-24 Towson. Now, I will say this. I think if they come out the gate and they beat Towson and they beat them handedly, I think a lot of people in the MEAC need to be on speed dial. Okay, like you need to be calling somebody, be like, "Hey, yo, Vick is not playing out here," right? Because you want to start off on the right foot, but I do believe that Towson is they're not a bad team. They're a decent team, and I think that there's just going to be some bumps and bruises trying to figure it out. Now, how they go out from there, to each his own, but 17-24. We'll see. Now, what I'm excited to really see is how they blend the passing game with Kevon King, because what I did not like is that last year you guys couldn't throw the ball to save your life. I can't remember the other kid's name. You had Otto and you had the other kid, real tall, big quarterback. Jesus Christ, boy couldn't throw, right? So I'm just keeping it up. He couldn't throw. But the lack of balance really hindered the running game. Mm-hmm. So I'm really curious to see how well that running attack can get going with the air attack if you can throw the ball over their heads. I think the more balanced you are, I do believe the more dangerous Norfolk State will be, because that boy Kevon King has MEAC Player of the Year written all over him, and it's not even close. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's only a few running backs I've literally seen that can hit their head on the goalpost at any part of the field. Mm-hmm. He's one of those guys. You know what I'm saying? So he's special. I am a Kevon King fan. He is special.
Definitely different, man.
Now let me say this: if I come back on here and Towson is one, I'm just saying. I just need the respect to be given. That's all I'm saying. I just
100% though, but
we're gonna have to track Scotty location, man.
When they don't, seafood boil, you heard?
Because I'm like, if they lose, they're 7-4, looking real good. I'm just saying. Because you said 7-4, and you only gave like 2 balls.
I'm just saying, Michael Vick left Fox Sports to be on 700 Park Ave.
Come on, man.
Like,
come on, man.
He didn't have to do this. He didn't have
So you didn't have to do this.
What's
Come on,
going
man.
on?
You sound like you writing this biography.
You think they've been playing
We
around?
gonna tell Scotty
spring
drop
and
his
summer?
low in the chat, man.
You gotta tell them boys in Towson, Baltimore, wherever, drink some water. It's gonna we don't want them to get dehydrated on Thursday.
And to speak on Kevon King, I think it's much bigger than some MEAC Player of the Year. I think that's the floor for him. To be honest, that's how I feel about him.
The kid's special. No, he's
definitely different.
Let's
And he got some linemen to run behind.
I'm glad you brought that up, Terrell. I do like how Vick and his staff went and stole a lot of Hampton's O-line. That to me, I know you guys are Hampton fans. I know, I get it. But
hey,
the Hampton
you over here now.
Yeah, they're Spartans now. Spartans now. No.
Those big boys from Hampton, they can move a thing or two. So I like that he reshored those trenches up by getting some of those experienced guys, like you said, from Hampton and brought them over to Norfolk, because half your team is literally from Hampton, if I'm being honest. I'm just saying.
I'll tell you what, word to Big E.
You know what I'm saying? So just
ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I mean, I guess. I mean,
they say they want to win, man.
Or it says that, hey, that's a winning program.
Thanks.
You know,
a winning program?
Nah. The only thing that matters is the W. They coming to the right side. Come on to the dark side.
Yeah, come on, man.
I'm just saying.
I'm just gonna say one more time. He left Fox Sports to get 700 Park Ave.
Okay, we get it.
He kicking his feet up. I don't think it's gonna be any mercy for anybody.
We'll see. Just remember, we should do a special show on Friday, but we'll come back on Tuesday. And we'll talk about it. But guys, listen. Tell everybody where they can find you at social medias. They want to hit you up and talk about the game. Win, loss, draw, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Let Trail start with you.
Cool, man. If y'all want to talk y'all smack after we win, I'll be available to DM you back. Find me on social, man, on Instagram, Lynden Trail 7, LYNDENTRAIL 7. Don't be afraid to speak, man. I might have to filter through friend requests and all the other good stuff, but I'll be sure to get in there and make sure I see your message.
All right, Justin, what you got? Where can they find you at?
At JVSTOO. I take Cash App, Apple Pays, Dell, Venmo. Don't give your money to FanDuel. Give it to me. Spartans by what I say, 8.
You just say 8.
I'm just saying for such a talented team, only 8.
No,
only 8.
No, it's the first game, man. It's the first game. Let my boys get acclimated.
When I say it's the first game and you might lose, it's I don't know how that can happen. Now you talk about first game, 8 points, but okay, what team balls on you?
I don't want no Vel, Venmo, Cash App, or cash. Like, you gotta come see me. Matter of fact, I take a bank order. But you can reach me on Instagram or Twitter, t.mallory24. T.MALLORY24.
Yeah, go find him. Because when they don't go 9-2, go find him. Okay.
Wait. I said 8-3.
I said 9-2. I'm standing on business. 9-2.
We shall see. It's gonna be interesting. Listen, you always know you can catch me at here every day of your week. Hey, listen, man, I appreciate you guys, man. This was fun. We'll catch y'all next Tuesday. More Norfolk State stuff. We'll see who is coming back to this platform with some smiles and some grins or some sad faces.
ESPNU, baby.
All right.
Listen, and as always, the green and gold. All right, listen, I'm your boy Scotty, man. Until next time, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to holler. God bless.